to First Bell. I'm your host, Kimberly Dunn, and we are here at Indian Springs Elementary School. All right, this show represents the importance of gaining a great education, and what this school is doing an outstanding job for teachers teaching your child the benefits of gaining this great education. We are here at Indian Springs, and this school has so much going on and so many amazing programs that your kids can get involved in. And to tell us all about it is the principal, Ms. Tiffany Pedro. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ms. Pedro.
Hello, thank you so much for coming out.
Yes, so will you tell us a little bit about some of the programs that are offered here at Indian Springs?
Well, here at Indian Springs, we have a multi-placid stage of wonderful projects and activities here. Beginning with our digital literacy program, we have that here. You know, I tell my teachers all the time that it looks like we're moving from educators to edutainers because we're competing so much with the technology surplus that's going through our society at this point in time. So those are one of the wonderful things that we have here. Kids have full implementation. We have bring your own device, so we're very excited about that. On top of that, we have programs and activities in place, not just to help the children academically, but also to promote them socially as well.
And that's a wonderful thing because our society now is going so much towards the entertainment and towards technology.
Exactly. And then for our students that are excelling academically, we have National Elementary Honor Society. That whole process prepares them for job or workforce, for them to actually go off and they're able to obtain degrees in post-secondary activities, because at this point, just at this lower level, we screen them based upon their academic success, service hours contributed, and also in reference to an actual interview.
That's amazing. And so what makes Indian Springs just an awesome school to attend? I know these programs are some that you mentioned, and what's something else that kind of gets these kids engaged and gets them excited about learning?
First and foremost, they know that they come first. They know that Mrs. Pedro cares about the success of their futures, and that learning should still be fun. I know that we require so much of them, but it still needs to be enjoyable. So we give them that hands-on learner engagement type activities building wide. So that's what really makes them want to be here with us. They don't want to go home.
Yes. So what is some accomplishment that you have had that has really just made the teaching, being the principal, such a wonderful experience for you?
I have students, I've been in education for over 15 years. I've had students that have gone on and obtained their own degrees in various facets in the workforce now, not just post-secondary, but also certification and job training, gone on and obtained high-ranking offices in the military. So just by setting a solid foundation, I think that the kids, we're setting them for success.
Yes, so seeing them succeed is what really brings you joy and success as well.
Exactly, exactly.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again, Ms. Pedro, for showing us your wonderful school today. Science can be fun when you spark a child's imagination. So we are here with Ms. Ms Sullivan, and she is one of the helpers in the EYE program, which stands for Engaging Youth in Engineering. So tell us how this program came about.
This program came about, it's a spin-off or one of the programs from the Engineering is Elementary programs. So it was designed in the sciences and math and technology so the students can be engaged with those different activities.
Yes, so what are some of the requirements to get into this program?
Well, the students have to fill out an application, and they have to be either in the 4th or the 5th grade, and they have to write an essay, and we do our screening process from there.
Awesome. So what are some ways that you were able to keep the kids engaged and involved and excited about science?
Well, one thing that I really like about the program is that the students do a lot of cooperative learning, or they work together with problem solving, math, technology, and a lot of hands-on activities.
Okay, so we're going to talk to Preston and see what are some interesting things that he's learned and things that he is excited about in this class.
Okay.
Hi, Preston.
Hey,
So, tell me, what are you so excited about in this EYE program?
hanging out with my friends and building stuff and
Yeah, so
having
how
fun.
did you get involved in it?
I heard about it and was thinking about it, and all my friends wanted to be in it, and so I just
Yeah, so you put out an application and they chose you.
Yep.
So you must have had some good behavior with that.
Yes.
What are some projects that y'all have done so far?
We have built a bridge and a tomb, and we have built a windmill.
Awesome. And what project are you working on right now?
We're working on a knee brace.
A knee brace. And what assignment did your teacher just give you and ask y'all to do?
To build a podium for a statue.
Yeah, so is it challenging to do this stuff? Do you have to really think about it, or how do you feel about that?
I just feel about trying to make the tower strong enough for and big enough for the
Yeah, for
statue.
the
Little
statue to be on. Yeah, do you have to be really smart to be in this class?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. We are here with one of the representatives from Student Council, Miss Shannon Taylor. Thank you so much, Miss Taylor, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So just tell us a little bit about Student Council.
Okay, Student Council at Indian Springs Elementary consists of 45 students ranging from grades, first grade to fifth grade. We have officers, members, and classroom representatives. We have a great group here, and in order for them to be a part of Student Council, first of all, we know that academics is the biggest reason. They also have to be kids of character, and they also have to show previous service in their communities.
Well, that's wonderful. What are some of the things that the Student Council is able to do?
Well, here they're able to vote on issues that they feel we have at school. They're able to present different type of fundraisers to raise money for the school and their community, and they're also able to serve in their community. They also support the students and the teachers, but the biggest thing is to be role models among the other students at the school.
So when they're running for Student Council, the students vote on them, or how are those officers chosen?
Yes, they all pick a position which they want to run for. The students actually vote on them. We use real voting machines, and we have a
Wow.
voting session in the school. They get to campaign for 2 weeks, and then we all vote.
That's wonderful. So what are some of the big projects that y'all have coming up or that you have done recently with the students?
Well, we have a field trip coming up where we will be going to Bay Area Food Bank, which is, I think now is Feeding the Gulf Coast, where our students will be able to pack packages to give out to organizations in the community. We also have a fundraiser coming up called Giving from the Heart, in which the students get to show their teacher how much they love them by purchasing a sticker. And the classroom that has the most stickers at the end of this fundraiser will have a nacho cheese party. That teacher also will receive a gift certificate, and we will also give half of the money that we raise to a nonprofit organization within the community.
And you were telling me that the students get to choose what organization they would like to give to.
Yes, they do. They get to vote on which organization they would like to give funding to.
Yeah, so they have a list they get to choose from.
Yes, we
and
will give them a
everything.
list of the organizations within the community, and we will let them choose from that list.
Well, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm now here with some members of the Student Council to tell us a little bit about what they do and who they are. So this is Justice Bullock and Gracie Duggar. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing good.
Good. So tell me, you're the president, so tell me about how your campaign went.
It went great, but we had some downs and ups. But I think the most hardest part and the most nervous part was when the voting came. See, we had sections. We had to get the posters ready and say, "Vote for me, Justice Bullock, for president," outside. And it was kind of nervous. Like, if I made a mistake and tripped down, people would make fun of me.
And you said that you gave out candy too. Tell me about that candy.
I had dum-dums, and my little saying was, "Don't be a dum-dum, vote Gracie Duggar secretary." And I gave out dum-dums for people, and the hardest part was the voting because you never knew if you got in or not until the announcement.
Yes, I know the feeling. So what are some jobs that y'all do in the student council?
Well, we help the community and help anybody that needs help, and we do duties to make sure that nobody's like playing in the hall. We're like the city watchers.
Yes, make sure everybody stays safe, huh?
We help with the cafeteria too. We wipe down the tables for students to sit there and they don't have to sit in other people's leftovers.
Trash and stuff. Yes, so y'all make sure everything's clean and everything's safe too. Very good. And so what's the project that y'all are doing coming up?
We're doing a project which is a fundraiser called Giving from the Heart. What you have to do is buy a heart for 25 cents, which is the sticker, and put them on a sheet of paper, and whoever gets the most will win a nacho cheese party, and
The teacher will get a $25 gift card.
Very good. So the classes are competing against each other and to see who wins and gets that nacho party, right? So what are some things y'all voted on, Gracie?
Well, we had a vote on who would be in student council, and then that's basically it.
Yeah, so what's y'all's favorite part of being members of the student council?
Well, I'm just glad that the part that we get to help people out, because seeing smiles on their faces make me happy to see that they're not struggling anymore.
Very good. Well, thank y'all so much for talking with us today, and we look forward to seeing all the Student Council has to offer. We are here with Miss Jennifer Johnson, and she is the head advisor for the National Honor Society. Thank you so much for joining us, Miss Johnson.
Thank you for having me.
So what are some of the requirements and standards to get into the National Honor Society?
Well, the National Elementary Honor Society, these students are the top echelon of our students. They're the cream of the crop.
Yes.
Absolutely. So there's very rigorous guidelines for the students to qualify. The teachers recommend the students, and then they go through a screening process, which can be very rigorous. And we have a committee, and we look at things like grades and their attendance, behavior, and they even have an interview.
So do the number of members vary each year, or do y'all have a set amount?
Yes, and it's open for 4th and 5th grade students, and we cross students in the spring.
Awesome. So what are some of the things that go on in the National Honor Society?
Well, the students, the society stands for leadership, responsibility, academics, and service. So the students each quarter have to do a service activity. So we have a wide variety of service activities that the Honor Society will spearhead. For instance, they led the anti-bullying campaign this year, and the Thanksgiving drive, and they also did a Veterans Day salute. And for the spring term, they're probably going to pair up with some kindergarten students and do reading buddies.
Well, there is a lot going on with this Honor Society.
Yeah, they're very busy.
We are actually going to talk to two of the students, Briley and Gerald. Thank y'all for coming and talking to me. So what are your jobs in the Honor Society?
I'm the vice president, and I assist with the president to help with service activities and our occasional honors day, and we welcome the students.
Awesome. And what's your job?
Mine's just a historian, and I keep photos.
Keep photos. Good. So what are some things that encourage y'all to keep up those good grades?
My parents, they taught me to work hard and do good in school, and that way you have more opportunities to succeed at.
Yes, very good. And for you, Gerald?
My parents, they said if I don't get good grades, then I will get grounded.
Yeah. So are y'all looking forward to going on into middle school and high school? Do you want to be in the Honor Society there?
Yes.
Good. So what are some activities that you have enjoyed doing in the Honor Society so far?
I like the anti-bullying.
That campaign that y'all had. What have you enjoyed?
I like doing the Mission of Hope Thanksgiving food drive because we got to help the people who are less fortunate than us, and I felt good about that.
Very good. So what encourages both of you to be leaders for your other fellow students? What encourages you to show them how to keep those good grades?
What encourages me is they can look up to me and I can be a role model to them so they can do better and they can
Want to have good grades. Yeah, what encourages you to be a leader?
I want them to get in the National Honor Society too.
Yeah, you want them to be right there beside you, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you again, Briley and Gerald, for speaking with us, and thank you again, Ms. Johnson. I wish you all continued success in the coming up years.
Thank you for having us.
Murphy High School played a big part of me getting to the next level, getting to college. I took honors classes here just to, have that extra boost. From the University of South Carolina, it helped me tremendously. I played football there for 3 years and decided to go pro after my junior year. I think just the stuff that helped me at the Murphy High School helped me carry on to the University of South Carolina. Now I'm playing my 7th season in the NFL.
O'Rourke has so many interesting and fun clubs and organizations to get your child engaged in learning. And here to tell us all about them is their principal, Ms. Chapman. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you. So can you tell us maybe the school's mission statement and a few goals that you have set each year?
I can. Our mission was developed by our faculty, staff, and students, and our mission is to become successful graduates and lifelong learners. Every year we set, of course, academic goals for our children because we want them to be successful. But we also set goals for them to become active in different school activities because we want to develop the whole child and we want them to learn social skills.
Yes, which is so important. And also, how important is it for not only the students to get involved, but even their parents to encourage that involvement?
Our parents are fabulous. They're always involved here at school. Anytime we have some type of a leadership activity or we have jump rope for heart activities, any type of activity here, we always have a huge turnout. And it's extremely important because parents who are involved, their children are going to be successful.
Yes, and can you just name a few of the clubs and organizations that you have here to offer?
I can, and it's really exciting here at O'Rourke because we have such a wide variety of activities. We offer strings classes, we also offer fitness club, robotics, SECME, the list just goes on and on. So there's such a wide variety that children can find something they're interested in.
Yes, so no matter what their hobby may be, I'm sure that y'all have a club for it.
We do.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us and tell us about your wonderful school, and we look forward to getting to learn all about it today.
Thank you for being here.
We're here today with Mr. Juan to learn all about music with his Strings Music Club. How are y'all doing today? Good. And I also have Cadence and Lily here with me. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Can you tell me what your motivation behind the Strings Club was? What made you get it started and all of that?
Well, this class happens thanks to a partnership between O'Rourke Elementary and my orchestra. I'm a musician with the Mobile Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, wow.
And at the Symphony we have an educational program. And the reason we offer this class is because there are many studies that prove that playing a musical instrument has a very positive impact in the development of a human being.
Yes.
There are statistics that show that people who play a musical instrument tend to have higher graduation rates, they tend to go to college, they tend to do well, so that's the main reason for the class, to give them a positive stimulation.
Very good. And how long have y'all been playing? We'll start with you, Lily.
I've been playing since the 3rd grade, and I'm in 5th now, so that would be about 3 years.
Very good. And how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was in 3rd grade, and I'm in 4th grade now, so about 1.5 years.
Okay. Well, what got y'all interested in wanting to play music?
Well, I've never actually played, I've never known how to play an instrument before, or I heard about the strings, and my dad, he can play guitar, he can play acoustic and electric, and so
when you saw your dad play and it made you want to play too?
Exactly.
Very good. And what got you interested in it?
Well, my whole family has played an instrument,
And my great aunt actually used to play the violin, and she kept motivating me to play the violin, and I found out that I wanted to do it, so.
Very good. And where are some events or places that you have been able to play maybe with some of your students?
Well, we always have an end of the year concert. That's our main performance for the year. And all the groups perform. We have different levels. So each level, each class comes by level, and they perform some of the music that they studied during the year, and that's the main performance event.
Wonderful. So what would you tell your other classmates to get them interested in joining the Strings Club?
Honestly, I don't know. Probably something along the lines of
That it's fun and you enjoy doing it?
Yeah, and it helps understand music a bit more. And I know that when you get into higher grade levels in schools, you'll have more opportunities for that.
Very
and if you
good.
already know, then you might actually be a little better and progress a little more, maybe.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for spending some time and telling us all about the strings. We look forward to hearing all of their many performances and seeing them succeed in the future. We're here with Dr. Chappelle and two students who are members of the math team, and they are here to tell us all about math. All right, guys. Well, what does it take to be a member of the math team?
Well, it depends on your Math Aspire scores and teacher recommendation.
Very good. So how do you get a Math Aspired score?
Well, I'm pretty sure that we take a written test to see how much we do. And
Yep, so y'all are the best math students in the whole school, right?
I'm not sure about that.
How many students are on the math team?
We have a total of 10. This year we have 5 girls and 5 boys. And like they said, we take it based on their summative review from the end of last year when they took it in 4th grade, their computer ACT Aspire state test. We go off of the top 10, and of course we ask them, do they want to be in it? And most of them all are dying to come solve some math problems.
Very good. So what's something that y'all do every day when you meet for your math team?
Well, it depends on which teacher we're going to be meeting. With Miss McKinnon, we're going to be going over things like the rules of divisibility, and with Ms. Chappelle, we might be doing ciphering.
Very good. So y'all work on math problems together as teams, and you help each other out? Very good. So what are some competitions or events that y'all go to as a team?
Okay, we participate in the Mobile County 5th grade math competition, which is public and private. Any school can participate. Usually there's over 300 and something students that participate in the competition, and we do that each May.
Oh, very good. So this is going to be your first year competing, right? Are you excited about that?
Yes.
What do you look forward to most about it?
To just see people and just make friends and get to know everyone.
Very good. Now, I think you told me you had a brother that did it as well? Did you get to come and watch him as he competed?
No, I had to do a performance somewhere.
Yes. Well, what is something that the students are working on right now?
Okay, right now these are math practice problems, and what we do is we usually pick a certain topic or skill that we work on that concept for a week. We prep them on that, and then they work on it individually, and after they've done that, we let them work with a partner to kind of compare if they got it right, if they need to talk about how they could use different strategies to solve it, and then we go over it.
Very good. So have you been telling maybe some younger students, 4th graders and under, about the math team so they can get involved next year?
Well, I've tried, but they didn't seem too interested.
Well, maybe you can show them when y'all come back with a trophy how fun it is and how interesting it can be, right?
I hope so.
Very good. Well, I want to thank y'all again, Ms. Chappelle, or Dr. Chappelle, I should say, and Christina and Lagaya for talking to me. And we are so excited to continue learning all about math. We are here with Miss Curley, who is an advisor for the National Elementary Honor Society, and 2 students who are officers in the Honor Society, Keith and Marlon. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Good. So can you tell me a little bit about what it takes to be in the National Honor Society and how they're chosen?
To be in the National Elementary Honor Society, we look to see, first of all, their grades. We want academic excellence. Then we look for responsibility. We look to see if they are demonstrating service to the community, and also leadership skills within this classroom and at home.
Wonderful. So is there an application process? Do they have to be a certain grade level? Anything like that?
Yes. When they complete 3rd grade, we begin looking at their grades. That's the first place where we start. And then once we have identified those students based on grades, then they are given a packet to complete, and in that packet we look again to see do they have responsibility skills, do they have leadership skills, have they completed any service activities within the community.
Wonderful. So what are your jobs in the National Honor Society? What office do you hold?
I hold the treasurer office.
Okay.
I will count the money school after we have like something that like field day or something.
Or a fundraiser or something.
I'll count the money and put it into the school's account.
Very good. And what is your job?
My job is the vice president. I help the president and like other people organize the school and service projects and stuff like that.
Wonderful. So have you told other students about how cool it is to be in the National Honor Society?
Most of them, like some of them have already been in. Some of them like will be waiting for like 4th graders. If they didn't get in this year, if they're good in 4th grade, they'll have a chance to be in it in 5th grade.
So do you encourage them and tell them that it's important to do good and do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So what are your friends doing behind me? What are y'all doing today?
They're collecting box tops and raising money for the school.
Very good. So how many box tops do you have to put in your bag, and what does that help?
Usually every one box top is 10 cents. We put 50 box tops in one bag.
Very good. And so how much does that get y'all in one bag?
$5.
Very good. So what are some other projects and things that y'all are doing as the Honor Society?
We've also, this year, a huge project is recycling. We were actually first place in the plastic recycling contest last year. So we are again working on that this year. We set a goal that we wanted to take in the $500 for the aluminum can challenge, and so we are really close to that goal. I think we have turned in about $200 worth of aluminum cans, so we feel sure that we're going to get the other $50 so that we can be matched the $250 by Keep Mobile Beautiful.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and I look so forward to seeing what else y'all do as the National Elementary Honor Society. Well, we're out of time. I would like to give a special thank you to all of the faculty, staff, and amazing students for showing us their school here at Aurora and at Indian Springs. Tune in next time to see what school we will be highlighting. I'm Kimberly Dunn, and this is First Bell.
Together now, we can make it better now. Come on.
Moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find out more.